It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bengals and the Giants on Sunday Night Primetime.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out in his second season now out of Stanford. Here's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mills. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former 2nd overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes. Was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Mariota.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. To throw Mariota. Touchdown Bengals. Ian Thomas from 3 yards out.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Ooh, with a juke.
To about the 35, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Mills to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mariota on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Holding. Offense.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And take it right on the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 5 now. Mariota will get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To the air again, Mariota. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Sky Moore.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Mills.
And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mills. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Mills. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. A first down throw for Mills. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Final play of the half, Mills. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Giants, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. These 2 coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's the backup Newton. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Up the middle with Barkley. On the move past the 40. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
Now Patterson to start the drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Locke to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Locke. The throw taken in by Sims. And he will have a Giants first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Locke going to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun snap to Locke. Over the middle, it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
To throw it is Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Locke. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. From the red zone now, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. After the sack on 1st down, Newton. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Saquon Barkley ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Patterson on the draw play. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Clock now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. That's caught by Sims. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd and very short, Locke. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Foster Moreau from 3 yards out.
And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Newton's going to throw it. That is caught. Westbrook's got it.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Newton. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Newton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Newton. Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Again, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That is caught by Callaway. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.